Here's how to build a 2x2 hidden piston door. Let's go. Alright, so first I'm going to build the whole thing above ground so you can actually see how it works and how it looks. And after that I'm going to build it underground. So let's go. So we're just going to imagine that this is going to be the hole where you're going to drop in. And first of all, we're going to start by placing 4 pistons like this on each side with a 1 block gap. And then you're just going to place 2 more pistons on each side like this. Then you're going to place dirt blocks like this, and behind the pistons 4 dirt blocks like that. And now behind every block you're going to place the repeaters like this. And behind one of the sides where the dirt blocks are, without the pistons, you're going to place 2 more repeaters like this. And now you're just going to place redstone behind every one of these, except for these 2. So it's going to look a little something like this. And now on the side where the 2 extra repeaters are, you're going to set the delay to 1, and on the piston side you're going to set the delay to 4, like this. Now you can actually use your stone bricks or any other blocks to put in the bricks. This is basically going to be the floor of the whole door. And now we're going to have to connect the repeaters on each side with the redstone that is coming from this side. So just connect it up like this. And then on one side we can actually connect it to the back, like that. And now we need 1 lever to power everything. And if we did it right, everything works. So now you could technically just fill it up and just let me see. Yeah, this would technically be the floor like this. There you go. So this is basically the whole thing. And as you can see, it's quite simple. Alright, so as you can see, I made the floor a little bit bigger on this side, and I just used a clean stone here because I wanted to mark the block so you can see it a little bit better, but you can of course use any block you want right here. So the first thing we're going to do for our secret item throwing mechanism thing is basically just destroy this lever right here so the mechanism turns off, or the piston door turns off. And then we're just going to place 1 redstone dust and 1 redstone torch like this, and below our marked block we're going to place 1 hopper, a rail and a hopper minecart. And then below the whole thing we're going to dig down 2 blocks and going to place 1 chest and 1 hopper like that. And then we're going to dig down below this hopper right here, because we're going to lock it by placing a redstone torch below the last hopper right here. And now we are going to use the 3 repeaters to create a delay, so set them all to 4 ticks, place a smooth stone block, a torch like this that will turn off because it gets powered from the side, and then just dig down like this. As you can see, now we're going to reach the redstone torch like that. And now the last thing you have to place is the redstone comparator, which you are going to place right here. So just 1 block below the redstone torch, and that's it. So now we can walk upwards, and as you can see, if we throw an item down here, the piston door opens for a short amount of time and we can enter. As simple as that. Now, some of you guys maybe have noticed that this whole contraption will eventually fill the chest up with items, and after the chest is full, the whole contraption won't work. So what you can actually do is just remove the chest and just maybe take the orientation of the hopper to this side, so you can hook this all up to a dropper or a dispenser that actually dispenses all of the items downwards into your secret room, so you always get the item right back. And the contraption for this whole thing, how we can hook this up to a dropper like this for example, is shown here. So I'll show the items that you need for this whole contraption once again on the screen right now. You can pause if you want, but it's pretty simple. You just need a dropper or a dispenser. It doesn't really matter for the normal items, but I recommend a dropper because if you throw something in like a lava bucket, the dispenser would actually dispense the lava and that would be bad, so maybe just use a dropper. Then a comparator, a repeater, and another comparator that you right click one time so it goes into the subtract mode, and then I'll just demonstrate. As soon as you throw some items in, the dispenser dispenses every item until it's completely empty. So you could just connect this up to this dropper right there, and then all of the items would get dispensed downwards. So you don't have the issue with this chest that I mentioned earlier. So now that you know how the piston door and the mechanisms work, let me show you how to do it in a normal world. Not gonna lie, that was pretty cool. Alright, so now we have a normal world right here. And we're just gonna use this little room here, this little area to create our secret door. Alright, so first things first, we're going to need a hole, so let's just dig that out right here. I'm just gonna say that this is going to be the place where we're going to jump down, so let's make that 3 blocks deep. And then once we're in, we're going to dig out a 2-block deep tunnel in these 2 directions. And then we're going to place the pistons like we did before, like that. And then we're going to make a little window, so to speak, on each side. And this is where we placed the repeaters last time. So let's do it like this. And there we go. And now you can choose one side. I'm gonna just choose this one. And this is where we'll place the extra 2 repeaters. You can already place the redstone as well if you want to. And now what we have to do is, well, kind of dig to the other side right there until we find the pistons. Oh, well, one sec. Alright, just had to cover that up real quick. Now we're just going to place 2 blocks right here, just like we did last time. Connect it with the redstone, set that to 4 ticks. And now you can already connect that up if you want to. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just find the pistons. There they are. Do the same thing as last time. Like that. And then just connect it up. And now the last thing we need is to connect these 2 pistons right there. So we're just going to dig over to this side here. There it is. Just connect it, and there you go. So now we already have the pistons done. We can place some stone bricks in here right now. And now it should work if I did everything right. We just place the bricks right there. Let's just dig up like this so we can actually check. And if we place a redstone torch right there, everything works. Perfect. One thing I forgot, set these 2 repeaters to 1 tick so that the delay is the same and the pistons move at the same time. Alright, let's just say that this block is the block where I'm going to throw my item on later. So I'll just mark it like that so you can see it more easily. We're just going to destroy the 2 blocks below, place a hopper right there, a rail and a hopper minecart. And then for now we're just going to use the chest again and place a hopper that is pointing into the chest. And then let's just make some room right here. Like this. We're going to place 1 redstone dust and a redstone torch like this so that the piston door is closed. And then we're just going to use the 3 repeaters once again. 1 redstone torch right there. And then we're just going to make a little staircase to down here, because here is where we'll put the torch to lock the hopper. And then we'll just connect it up like this. And then the last thing that is missing is the comparator that is pointing into this redstone torch. So that is everything that you need to build for the item sorting system, or for the item system. Now let's try. That looks good. Now, last but not least, we're just going to remove these blocks right there and replace them with stone. And what we need to do now is actually, let's just throw an item right there. Whoop, let me just jump in there. Make our secret room. So let me just do something here real quick. Alright, so there's our little room that I just made real quick, and there's the chest where the items are stored right now at the moment. So let's just destroy that, and now we can just place some hoppers on top of a dropper like that, so that the items get all transported down, because right here it's a little bit cramped. So let's just go down, and I think right here it's way easier to get the items. So what we'll do is just dig out a little space behind here. And as you can see, we have to watch out so we don't destroy any redstone from above. So let's just keep that one block there. That shouldn't matter too much. We can destroy this one. Alright, so we just do it like before. So a comparator, a repeater, another comparator, and then redstone like this. Put it into the subtract mode, and then connect it up to the dropper. And that's just basically it, because now we could technically just cover it up like that and just leave the dropper exposed like that, or whatever you want to do. I think you're a lot more creative than me in building these things, or in making them look like good and not ugly like that. But yeah, as soon as items flow through here, they're immediately ejected, as you can see, just like we did before. So yeah, let's just test it out. I think let's just cover it all up, throw an item in there, jump in, and as you can see, the item gets ejected. So there's no item that stays in the system. And that's it. That's how you make a secret entrance in Minecraft. I hope you liked the video. Let me know in the comments what piston door tutorial I should do next, and let me know what you think about this video. It's a little bit different from my last video that I did, so yeah, I'm very curious to hear your thoughts. So I hope you liked the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and most important of all, stay curious.